This hypnosis experience is copyrighted by Key Guy Technology LLC, year 2019 copyright. This hypnosis file is not to be duplicated and or distributed without express authorization from Key Guy Technology LLC. Please check out our product, the Hypnosis Key, by going to www.hypnosiskey.com. The Hypnosis Key is a USB drive filled with over 1,000 hypnosis MP3s. The Hypnosis Key is a $20,000 value that we sell for a very low price. Again, go to www.hypnosiskey.com. That is spelled HYPNOSISKEY.com. Please enjoy your hypnosis experience.
Welcome to your entrancing content for adrenaline compulsion. Adrenaline is a piece of your body's worked-in survival instrument, however it can likewise transform into an adrenaline compulsion. This fixation depends on your flight or battle reaction, which used to prove to be useful while getting away from hazardous predators. Circumflex, however, the vast majority of us are not getting away from risky predators anymore, so an excess of adrenaline can be counterproductive and even terrible for your well-being. Adrenaline works by pumping up your body for a brief time frame, with the goal that you can either battle or take flight as such. A specific measure of adrenaline is fine, since it provoke you to ascend to the following level. In any case, it can likewise neutralize you. The individuals who are thrill seekers can't get enough of it, so they hunger for more of it, which can be counterproductive. Today you look for an equalization. Since you are completely loose, it's a great opportunity to address a specific issue, your dependence on adrenaline. When you end up dependent on adrenaline, it truly turns out to be much the same as a medication fixation. This kind of hyper-incitement search can even wear out the delight focal point of your mind. When you are continually encompassed by incitement, your body endures therefore. Adrenaline is created by the adrenal organs, which are situated over the kidneys. The issue with long-haul misuse or adrenaline dependence is that a lot of something winds up being an awful thing, and an excess of adrenaline can expand your circulatory strain, your cholesterol levels, and even reason a heart assault. Since you are a savvy individual, you understand this, and have found a way to control your adrenaline enslavement. You are prepared to discharge the need to look for that adrenal surge, as you sink in courage into this magnificent sentiment of relaxation. Circumflex adrenaline is a piece of your body's worked-in survival component, however it can likewise transform into an adrenaline enslavement. Be that as it may, since you are not getting away from unsafe predators anymore, this enslavement never again fills a valuable need. Adrenaline, utilized in specific conditions, is fine, since it provoke you to ascend to the following level, however you should look for an equalization. Today, you are recovering control of your life. You are more than prepared to roll out these positive improvements. You are reclaiming control of your life and of your well-being, and particularly your dependence on adrenaline. You realize that an overdose of adrenaline is much similar to an overdose of a medication, and you no longer need to risk being undesirable. Reclaiming control gives you a feeling of opportunity. You are prepared to relinquish this impulse to dependably be accomplishing something to sustain your adrenaline. Your well-being and your prosperity are your best need now, and in light of the fact that you have this abnormal state of regard for yourself and for your body, you have chosen to seek after a more advantageous method for living. When you are amidst a damaging example, it tends to be hard to break free. Each time you tune into this session, your subliminal personality will start to incorporate these progressions into everything about your propensities, your conduct, and your identity. Spellbinding is a collective procedure, so these proposals will wind up more grounded and more grounded every single time you tune in. This is another day. You have settled on a major choice. You will never again be decided by that requirement for serious fervor and incitement. You have had enough. It's the ideal opportunity for a change. You have a habit. The dependence on adrenaline and addictions can be survived. Adrenaline fixation is caused by the arrival of adrenaline from the adrenal organs. While this shows a physical explanation behind your compulsion, there is additionally a psychological segment. This compulsion can devastatingly affect your brain and body. It resembles being in hyperdrive constantly. Your psyche and body never get an opportunity to recuperate. Likewise with everything, balance is the key. When you are amidst this dependence, you search out exercises to sustain it. You may even disregard your loved ones. You may feel so unequivocally the need to consistently propel yourself that you end up flimsy and lopsided. The majority of this has well-being repercussions, now and later on. On the off chance that you need to carry on with a sound life, you should adjust a state of mind of control. As you are finding today, it's simply as essential to set aside opportunity to slow down and feel quiet as it is to always look for that adrenaline surge. Furthermore, in actuality, you may even begin to find that equivalent surge of feelings and that extraordinary high by seeking after exercises that quiet your brain and body. Presently, with that, we will start the present adventure. So envision yourself sitting in a motion picture theater. This might be a theater you have been to previously or somewhere you just imagine. Simply ahead and see yourself unwinding, effectively and easily, simply viewing a film. As you watch the motion picture, you all of a sudden understand that you are the star of this specific film. You are likewise responsible for the projector running the film. Envision now that there are 3 adaptations of you today. One in the projection corner, running the film. One where you are getting a charge out of the motion picture as you are presently. And one where you are the star of the motion picture. Whenever you can move your awareness to any of these 3 encounters. As of now, you wind up in form 2, where you are appreciating the motion picture as an observer. As you watch this film, you understand this is a motion picture about your life. As you watch the wide screen, you understand you are an exceptionally apprehensive and nervous individual. You see yourself fretfully pacing, looking exceptionally apprehensive and fixating on things. You additionally see you have a solid impulse to dependably be accomplishing something, and a solid impulse to propel yourself past that breaking point. You have no feeling of equalization or balance, and this is seriously affecting your life and your psychological wellness. You start to acknowledge you have to roll out some big improvements. You don't know you like what you see. You understand this sort of excited pace isn't solid anymore, and you need more out of life than what you see. Realize that whenever you feel awkward, you can envision yourself at both of the 2 positions, either running the projector or notwithstanding halting the film in the event that you feel awkward. The purpose of the issue is, you are responsible for your contemplations, your activities and your conduct. At this moment you are simply appreciating being an onlooker, unwinding in the agreeable motion picture situate. As you watch the film, you abruptly understand that you don't care for this anxious, excite-looking for addict you see on the screen, so you choose to reclaim control and change the manner in which you are considering. All things considered, you are in control. Now you start to ponder what it resembles to live smoothly and effortlessly. You choose to run another motion picture, a film where you are as yet the star, however a motion picture in which you are unwinding and appreciating life. A film where you have distinctive needs. In this film, when you see yourself in a circumstance in which you would have already been enticed to push past the points of confinement, or in a circumstance where you are looking for that adrenaline surge, you make a minute to stride back and rethink. You do things another way. You never again want to continue propelling yourself unnecessarily. You find different approaches to fulfill this desire. Presently pause for a minute to think about the circumstance in which you followed up on drive where you looked for that adrenaline surge, or maybe a circumstance where you propelled yourself too hard, to the point of fatigue. Alright. Presently envision yourself straight up to that point where you are going to seek after that excite looking for conduct, that surge. However, as opposed to seeking after it, you choose to make a stride back and walk the other way. You basically chuckle and leave. You all of a sudden have another state of mind, a loose and light-hearted mentality. You want to unnecessarily propel yourself. It has essentially vanished simply like that. You all of a sudden understand that you have not been living. You have been enduring it like it was a discipline. You are tired of continually being in high rigging. You want to seek after initiates that are quieting and mitigating. You choose, for the last time, ideal here and at this moment, that you have had enough. You will start over today. You will put yourself as a need, without precedent for quite a while. In the event that you are worn out, you will enjoy a reprieve or sleep or basically go out for a stroll. You will remove time from your day to take in the pleasant ambience and appreciate life. You will do things only for the sheer delight of doing them, not for the adrenaline rush. Circumflex, you are worn out on continually hurrying around, and you have had enough. You have effectively and easily beaten this issue, and you adore the sentiment of simply having the capacity to unwind and do nothing. You understand you have put this weight on yourself, and you can take it off, ideal here, at the present time. You adore this loose and cheerful state of mind that is your new surge. You require significant investment every last day to just do what is fundamental, since you understand things can pause. You don't generally need to be constantly seeking after things. You can release this propensity. It feels great to at last let go and find a sense of contentment with yourself. Since you have looked for this equalization, everything in your life is evolving. You feel more joyful and more quiet. You have more opportunity to appreciate life. You have less pressure. You understand that always seeking after that adrenaline surge was executing you. You wouldn't consistently drive a fresh out of the plastic new games auto at the most elevated speed conceivable, in light of the fact that in the long run that new auto would separate simply like the human body would in the long run separate from being in steady overdrive. You take a stab at parity now. While it's flawlessly fine to seek after some high-octane exercises from time to time, they are intended to be delighted in as a periodic interest. You feel another feeling of opportunity today. You have at last figured out how to unwind and appreciate life. This is a stunning change. You feel extraordinary. You understand from this minute forward,